Hi guys, it's Jeanette from Backroom Creations. Welcome. Tonight we're going to turn this used to be yellow and orange metal flower into something for fall. So come on in. Let me know you're here and where you're watching from. I'd love to see where all the different places are that people have come. Turn that fan on. So come on in, everybody. Make sure I can see comments. Hi Jennifer, how you doing? Did you get any rain up there where you are? I know the lower part of Michigan had rain today. So come on in. My name is Jeanette. I'm from Backroom Creations, and we're going to turn this. I spray painted it white. Used to be, you can still see it a little bit. Thank you, Jennifer. Well, here's the back. Used to be this bright yellow, but we're going to turn. I had it hanging on my peg to keep it up out of the way. But we're going to turn this into something for fall. I did spray paint it white. I didn't get a chance to do 2 coats, but it'll be okay. So all these were bent up. I bent them up so I could spray paint them, and then we'll bend them back down when we're done. So first we're going to start on our bottom row. Bend these up a little bit. They'll bend. You don't have to worry about breaking them off unless you go back and forth a lot. There we go. So let's see here. We're going to use paint, and we're probably going to use some napkins. I say let's decoupage the outside. Don't know how many napkins I'll need. So this is the napkin that we're going to use for the bottom, the outside leaves. Tape right here to help get that back off. Been raining all day and the sun just came out. Well, yeah, the sun's our bed now. It rained, it poured this morning on my way to work, but then by the time I got there, it was just sprinkling. Hi, Mary Claire, how are you? So you can keep this if you want. I usually use it to help clean up. I miss Tracy. So I think we have one more layer. Really bad about getting all my layers of my napkins off. Hi, Brenda Book Lover on YouTube. So just so you know, I am on YouTube and Facebook. So I can see both comments, but you guys cannot. Yes, it is a flower. I have Nicoline and a Jeffrey. We are turning this big, what used to be a yellow metal flower into something for fall. As soon as I get this other layer, there we go. So you gotta watch your layers. Cheaper napkins will have usually just 2 layers. I've even got one napkin that's got 4. I think that one was a Mackenzie Child one. But where I spray painted it white, used to be this bright yellow on the back. Hi Rhonda, how you doing? You want to be a little careful when you're splitting the napkins, because I tore the inside, which I don't care about, but we're going to need quite a bit of this color. Hi Rhonda, how are you? There we go. All right. So let's get our Mod Podge out. And the main reason I spray painted it white is because I wasn't sure what colors of napkins I wanted to put on it. I kind of just decided at the last minute. Yeah, I got home from work about 6, so I haven't been home 2 hours. Well, just about. I think I'm going to start going on a little bit later, just so I have time to come home, cook supper, and chill for a sec. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. My husband thinks so too. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 of them. We'll paint 2 of them, and then we will put the napkin on too, because I don't want to have to iron this. You can let it dry if you're gonna iron, but if you're not gonna iron, so I just want to make sure I have enough for the widest part. Now, I did one of these, I think 2 years ago, and I burnt it off. Hi, Pepperminty Games on YouTube. So I'm just don't laugh with me if I stick my tongue out. My dad, that is a family trait. Let's see if this is long enough for this side. It was yellow, and I spray painted it white. So we're just gonna press that down, and I don't care if it's got a couple wrinkles because these petals are gonna come down. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just going to put the decoupage on there and then put the napkin on, and then we'll let it dry. I got this at Hobby Lobby probably 3 years ago. I think I actually bought it at a Hobby Lobby in Illinois when I was at an event. My husband couldn't understand why I wanted to go to Hobby Lobby when I have them here in Ohio. But, you know, it's fun to go to other stores in other states. And that's just something we do. We like to go shopping. We do that when we go to events. Didn't go to any this year. I'm just staying home this year. I'm tired of flying. Okay, so we'll do 2 at a time. If you don't get it all the way up there, it's quite okay, because like I said, the petals will fold down. Thank you. Uh-oh. Hold on. See if this one's even wide enough. There we go. Just barely. That's just going in my house, though. Might put it on the porch. Of course, today I forgot I had left some glass jars out on the front porch. I have this stand that I spray paint on. And it got kind of windy here today. A couple of the jars blew away. Not blew away, just blew to the other side of the porch. So I'm putting a pretty good not liberal, like sloppy, but a good coat on here. But we're not going to use fire this time. It made a mess on the back side of the flower. It got the soot all over it, so I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I hope everybody's been having a good day. Work was pretty busy today. I think there's about ready to be a price hike, and I think all the distributors wanted to order stuff before the new prices went in effect. I don't blame them. This makes a lot of work for us. So I'm making sure that the paper on this one doesn't overlap on this one. Might look a little funny down there. Of course, it'll probably be hidden. We're going to paint the probably the other 2 rows. Go ahead and do this 3rd one, last one. I didn't put my apron on because I've already got paint on this shirt, so it don't matter. If it starts looking too bad, I'll just throw it away and get a new one. I guess this napkin went a lot further than I thought it would. So I only used 1 napkin. So make sure, I'm going to take a dry brush and go around. The flower petals have a little bit of a divot where they were painted yellow and then highlighted in orange. So I'm just going to take a stenciling brush and kind of make sure that the napkin's down in those grooves, or else it'll make a little air pocket. Hi Brenda, how are you? These are already starting to dry. Okay. I put my brushes in another jar that has water in it because I don't want it to mix with the paint. I know it's all water, but still. Okay, we're going to take a little heat tool. See if we can't get these dry some, and then we'll let them dry some more as we paint. Hope you had a good day, Brenda. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. I mean, it'd be better if it was Friday, but, you know, we can't have everything. This is metal, so... Yes, Mary Claire, I had a pretty busy day today, but it was a good day. It started pouring down rain this morning on my way to work, but by the time I got to work, it was just sprinkling, thank goodness. Hi, Anita. How are you? A lazy Susan makes crafts like this a lot easier than trying to flip it around. It cooled down, Mary Claire. I mean, it has been hot, and it was like high 70s today, but it's been like 90s. Okay, we're going to finish letting those dry. But my office area has been so cold. I have wore a coat and had a little heater on. I even had my heater on today. My hands were so cold. So here's what we got so far. You know, and then we'll tear the edges off as soon as it's dry. Hi, Patty. How are you? Okay, so we're going to bend these down a little bit. I don't want them all the way down because I don't want to get paint on that. Trying to think what I want to do. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Haven't seen you forever. So I made some paint, and I made a lot of it. Of course, I go to make one color, and I get it too dark, so I got to add some more light, and then I didn't want to throw it all away, so it's in a container. So we're going to either do, this is an orange. I can't find an orange I like, so I take orange and add a little bit of brown to it. So that'll last me most of fall. Hi, Kelly. How are you? So I think since this is a lot orange, we're going to do these in the, I call it a cobblestone, but playing with the grandbaby. Aw. Did you see that, wow. It's been high 90s and a heat index. Ugh! You can keep it, Kelly. We'll keep it. Craft Crazy Company, well, welcome. I am Jeanette from Our Backroom Creations. I think I watched you the other night. I don't know, I started watching so many new people. So here's what I do. And if you think I'm crazy, that's fine. When I'm in a live on Facebook and there's someone in there with their business name that has the little blue follow after it, I follow it. These people, including myself, are out here struggling just to try to make a little extra money or just, do something for fun. And so I follow everybody. And you know what? It helps them because some people will follow me back. And that's how I get to watch everybody. I seen it changed a little bit, Patty. I know. People are so crazy. So I don't know exactly what color this is. It was a mixture one night. But like I said, I'd made too much. I didn't want to throw it away. Pretty sure it's chalk paint. We'll see how one coat does. But that's why I painted it white so it wasn't so bad. Aw, see, why does people have to be like that? There is no financial gain other than to be a jerk for messing with people watching lives. Just don't understand it. So I tell people, if you don't like me, you don't like my attitude, you don't like what I make, just keep scrolling. Nobody has to say anything like, that's stupid, or what'd you do that for? Because I wanted to. That, or maybe I didn't want to, but I made a mistake. Because I'm human. Like many of us, we're just here to grow our little pages. Then, Mr. FD doesn't make it so easy for us to fix things when it goes wrong. Okay. So I'm going to hit this with a little heat. That's right, Kelly, my very good friend Angela from California. That's one of the first things that she taught me was there are no mistakes, there are happy accidents. And who said that? Bob Ross. And what did I send her one Christmas? It was a Bob Ross Christmas stocking. Oh, that's more paint on my shirt. Listen, like when I had my private group, if I did something wrong, I just show you what not to do and show you how to get out of it. I kind of like that color. It's kind of like tones the orange down. I know, it was so funny. She opened it up. I had made her open it up on a live. It was funny. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a second coat. Thank you, Kelly. So we'll do the petals up here in orange. You're new to me, Cindy? Well, welcome. My name is Jeanette, and I'm from Our Background Creations. I make all kinds of things. I started lives 4 years ago as a wreath maker. And I still make wreaths, but just not as many. And I just like to do all kinds of crafts. That's why I have too much stuff in my house. Oop. I got it on the napkin. Jamie, this was one of those Hobby Lobby flowers. I might have to put another piece of napkin over that one. Let's see. It was a bright yellow. And we're painting and decoupaging. Aw, thank you. We keep it real here on this page. I'll put up with no shenanigans. Unless my husband's up here for me to throw clothespins at. I normally only go live once, maybe twice a week, but somehow this week I ended up with 4. Tonight's number 2. And then I'll be live again Friday evening for the box event on Craft Around the Clock. And then I'm at an event on Saturday in the evening at 6. I'm in Eastern for all you guys that don't know where I'm at. I'm in Ohio. Okay. I think that's enough of that. I do like to do a lot of different crafts. We make wreaths, centerpieces, we make grave saddles, we make paint projects, wood projects. What's that? Yep, there's the one I got a lot on. Let's see if I can get some of that paint off without tearing my napkin. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to put another piece on top. Be okay. We'll try it out. What's the worst going to happen? See, there you go. We're going to see if I can put one of these right over the top. I don't know how that'll turn out, but guess what? We're going to find out. Are you still making wreaths, Jamie? I will have to come back and I'll probably spray the whole thing. Just so there's a clear coat on it, because I think I'm going to hang it on my porch. Hi, Kathy. I'm on the other side of the state. But welcome. My name's Jeanette. Glad you found us. I say us, but my husband doesn't go live anymore. Oh, I see how it's dripping. Doggone it. I should have painted first, then decoupage. There's a lesson. Paint, then decoupage. Well, I got one more piece. We're just having a lot of happy accidents, guys. Cool. I still have my little booth up in town. I have wreaths in it still. Yeah, that one ended up good. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. We're just going to leave that open in case I need it again. Let's hit these with a little bit of heat. So, those of you on Facebook, if you don't know who I'm talking to, I stream to 2 platforms when I go live. I have Facebook and YouTube. If you're not part of my YouTube, I welcome you to go over there and jump. And subscribe, because if I'm supposed to be live and Facebook does its old wackadoodle thing, be live over on YouTube. Thank you. Well, tell them I said hello. Okay. Yeah, I like that color. It doesn't have a name because I made it. So now we have the orange paint that I made, because I don't like bright orange. So I added brown to it, made a darker orange. Oh, I have my glue on it. I know this will have to have at least 2 coats, because I think the orange part of the orange in this is actually acrylic, just acrylic paint. I had a little bottle, those itty bitty bottles of Waverly you can buy. I call them testers because they're so small you couldn't do nothing with. I had one of those I dumped in. Thank you, Patty. So if you do have metal things to paint, I really suggest, scrubbing it up real good, and then give it a base coat of anything, a spray paint. Thank you, Mary Claire. Because that way, like this one was bright yellow and a little bit of orange. That way, if you're going to decoupage or maybe put lighter colors on it, it'll be easier to paint. Now, my other one was really bright. It was like turquoise and hot pink, and I put polka dots on it. Even though I do primitive and farmhouse, I still like my bright stuff, especially at Christmas time. So if anybody is interested in ribbon, I am going to be selling a lot of my ribbon. I have too much. I brought 22 totes of Christmas and fall and Halloween over from the storage, and that's not all of it. So I got picks and all kinds of stuff. like these colors too. I used to not really like orange. I mean, I really did not like orange. But I do now. You're welcome. Yeah, the little booth here in town's been doing pretty good. It's hard to get into it because they are open while I'm at work. So I only have Saturdays to go over now. And if you wanted to do, some highlighting because there's grooves in the petal, you could do that. Jamie says, me. I do like this orange. I thought I got it too dark, but now that I see it on something, I do like it. So if you want to know when I'm going live, I put events on my page. Doggone it. Okay. Let's give this a little dry. Oh, I am too. I cannot possibly I don't make as many themed wreaths. I make mostly like farmhouse, and the people here want like the moss greens, the country blues, the brick reds, the neutral colors. Christmas time I sell a few of the bright ones. Thank you, Kelly. See, I'm going to have to put a couple more coats, but I wanted to show you what I'm going to do with the middle, and then we can still work on it. So my time is up. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the middle, like I said, I've got to do some more coats in there, but what I did was I cut out a circle that fits in there, and I have this napkin that's got gold pumpkins on it. Oh, it is. I thought about doing it with fabric. I'm like, nah. If I was going to do it with fabric, I would put some polyfill or some quilt batting on it and then cover it with fabric. So I want to get that pumpkin on there. And then these I'm just going to kind of glue around the back. So I'm just going to keep on gluing it. Get over the rounded edges. I kind of took some sandpaper to it to make it a little bit more round. Oh no, that was rude. The paper, I had glue on my thumb and the paper tore. So we'll just put a little orange paint on there. So I will be taking some orange paint and going over that again. So you can either take a little, just do it that way. Now it'll be hard to get up in the middle. So I have, that's why I did the burnt method last year, but I just didn't like how it left all the soot. Let's see if I can do this. Still a little wet. So what you need is an emery board, nail file. This will be the time consuming part, but we'll do a couple petals so you can see what it's going to look like. And depending on your shapes, if you have odd shapes like this, but if you have more like maybe squares or circles, you could cut your paper or your napkin out to cover it. Yes, Mary Claire, I did one of these flowers a couple of years ago and used the burn method, and it got soot all over the back. I didn't like it, but it does work. But you got to make sure that your paper is wet and the edges is dry. So I'll get a nail file and do the parts on the inside. That makes an annoying noise. But we'll get the worst of it off so you can see what it's going to look like. I'm not throwing it on the floor. There is a trash can underneath there. Though I don't always hit it, as the cat reminds me when she brings stuff downstairs. Thank you, Mary Claire. The key is still to keep your petals up because these are all still bent up. I'm going to coat it. So when I'm completely done with the coats of paint, I'll do a spray poly on it. I mean, you could brush. I have spray Mod Podge too. That's used to seal things. But I would still put it, just like, our wreaths, I would still put it on a porch that has a roof over it. Though you're out west, so your winters aren't as bad as ours. Make sure you don't have any glue on your fingers when you're messing around with this, because it will stick to it. You always want to waterproof everything you put outside. So you see how it's looking? The bottom there's done. I think what I will do to this, in these, after I get it all completely done and it's dried for a couple of days, is I'll come back with some dark wax and it'll get in those grooves, and that'll show the accents really well. I know the noise probably is less than pleasing. That's pretty much when you decoupage something with a napkin, how you get it real nice and even on the edges. Like I said, I'll have to do down in the middle. My husband made me this Lazy Susan. It really helps with different kinds of projects. Does anybody have any plans for the summer? Of course, it's the middle of summer now, isn't it? I can't believe it's the middle of July already. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this because I'll be able to pull it back up. But you can get the idea. So then these will all come down. Orange on there, so I'll have to touch that up. I thought that little pumpkin looked real neat in the middle there. So you do want to bend them apart when you are painting and stuff. So do some more. The orange. I think the other color I got it good now. Yeah, because we're always in a hurry too when we're on our lives. We want to get it done. That's where more happy accidents happen. Thank you, Jennifer. So you could pick your color scheme of, match your house, or I've seen people do them like in red, white, and blue for patriotic. I have to like almost nail my stuff to the house because it's so windy. I don't know why it's so windy here in town, but it's like a little wind tunnel here. So make sure if you're not part of Craft Around the Clock, it is on Facebook. It's Craft Round the Clock. You do have to, it's a private group, but it's free. 66,000 people in there. 200 creators giving you inspiration. So make sure if you are in the group, you refresh for the next creator. Every 45 minutes we go live. From early in the morning to late at night. You can't touch it yet, but you can get an idea of what it's going to look like. I'll take a picture after everything dries and I seal it and post it on my Facebook. But thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I much appreciate it. And if you're new, I hope to see you again sometime. And I bid you good night. Bye, guys.